Oh boy, we are back. And it feels awesome to be back. Wait a minute, and welcome. My name is Yuusha Anime, and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. Now, for the last time we left off, we finished off all of Sachi's backstory, and we have now declared ourselves a couple. So, without any further ado, I shall open not my vitamin C bottle. This is a different one. It's a small one. It's got 1% fruit juice, and it's called Super CC Lemon. And apparently this has got like about 2,700 milligrams of quin in there, whatever that means. So let's open it up. That's a small fizz this time. Oh wow, that's strong. Oh, my face is going to turn inside out. Okay, we all know the drill. I've got to take a little sip before I begin. Oh wow, it's a bit sour, but do you know what? That's nice. That's actually quite nice. That was actually not as sour as I expected it to be. So guys, without any further ado, ikimashouka. After heading out onto the roof with Sachi in tow, I lean back against the tall wire fence and exhale. Our classmates' reactions were a little unpredictable, but in the end I managed to get their consent, if not approval. With our relationship established, I'll be able to spend more time around Sachi without it seeming unnatural. Simply being there should be a good first step. You alright? Sachi stands at my side with typically excellent posture, staring off vaguely into the distance as if lost in thought. Sort of threw things into a commotion the instant you got out of the hospital, didn't I? You feeling alright?
はい3日もお休みをいただいたので体はすっかり元通りです
Aw, that's cute. That a fact?
はい
Even so, she responds to my question immediately, turning toward me with a pleasant smile on her face. To be sure, that's all completely standard Sachi. By the way, she was gazing off absent-mindedly instead of waiting attentively for her next order is a little unusual. I think she's getting grip to reality now, realizing, do you know what, I've actually got a boyfriend. And it's him. Also, I know this is a little late in the game, but sorry about springing the girlfriend thing on you out of nowhere.
いえそんなことはありません風見さんにそう言っていただけるのはとても嬉しいことですから
She love you. Happy, huh? If what Sachi calls happiness now is really something deserving of the name, I don't think I would have gotten this worried about her. At the moment, she's buried her feelings so deep that she can't even give herself a straight answer about whether she likes me. But for the same reason, becoming a formal couple should be a meaningful development. Anyway, I know it must seem sudden, but I meant what I said to the others. Now that we're dating, I'm going to put real effort into being your boyfriend. That's a promise. Oh. Fair warning, I'm planning to give you a few pushes forward to help you be yourself.
私が私でいられるようにというのは何やら哲学的なお話ですね
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm not going to explain yet. You'll have to wait and see.
なるほど風見さんなりのサプライズというわけですね
That it is. Get a bit excited?
はい今の風見さんなら俺は総理大臣になると言っても驚きません
Move out of the way, ambition, so you just come into the podium. You really should be. Oh, look. There's no point in acting surprised now, okay?
なるほどなかなかタイミングが難しいです
Yeah, and that reaction was a bit different as well. Duds. Even in casual, aimless conversations like this, Sachi's self-imposed rules regularly assert themselves. No matter what happened in the past, she's a student at Mihama Academy now. In that case, we may as well get her a few appropriate memories to remember her student life by. I think that's what Sachi needs more than anything else right now. It's not going to solve all her problems, but it's a necessary start. Okay, here's the thing. Now that we're in a relationship, there's 3 things I want you to try and do for me, Sachi. Oh.
それはズバリ風見さんの性欲、愛欲、肉欲を満たすことですね
I think they're all the same thing, technically. Not only are you spectacularly wrong, but all three of those mean the exact same thing. Yeah.
では
Number 1. Try to spend as much time with me as you can, within reason.
なるべくということは寝るときやトイレ、お風呂の時間以外と考えていいのでしょうか
Roughly, yeah. But I'm not looking to establish any hard and fast rules here. Don't think too hard about these.
わかりました。
Okay. Sachi closes her eyes and nods slightly to herself in a familiar gesture. Come to think of it, this probably signifies the moment where she binds herself to a new precept. Okay, second up.
はい。
From now on, I want you to try and actively think about the reasons behind things. Yes?
理由を考えるですか
That's right. Yuuchi, are you going to say what I think you are? Remember that time a while back when Michiru asked you to bring her a metal bat?
それは風見さんと一緒に大浴場のお掃除をした日のことですよね。
Yeah, and you took off your maid uniform and started cleaning the floor with it. That's right. At the time, you told me you told me you weren't interested in the reason Michiru wanted the bat, but I think you'd be better off showing a little more curiosity about things like that. For one thing, some effort in that department should help cut down on those weird misunderstandings you're always making.
なるほど。納得です。
He's trying to make her have her own personality back. Oh, I like this. Alright, come on, what's number 3? Lay down the last one. As for number 3, generally speaking, I want you to observe my behavior carefully. That's not one.
すみません。それはどういう意味でしょう
Yeah, let's see. As your boyfriend, I'm going to spend a lot of time with you. We'll do plenty of things together and talk a lot more than we used to. So as my girlfriend, I'd like you to actively make a note of how I act in any given situation. Okay. I know you might not understand at the moment, but I think it's going to be helpful down the road.
わかりました。
Okay.
それなら風見さんの一挙手一投足をこの目にしっかりと焼き付けておくようにします。
He's using that as a backup, isn't he? Yeah, you do that. So far, so good. If these rules function properly, the time we spend together should prove beneficial to Sachi. That's all I wanted to say, but... You have any questions on your end, Sachi?
では、一つ質問があるのですが。
Hey, there we go. Good start. Good to hear. Shoot.
はい。実は先ほどからずっと気になっていたのですが。
Okay, what is it?
風見さんの私に対する呼び方は、サチからサッチにシフトしたのでしょうか。
Sachi is a bit weird, I'm not gonna lie. Just call her Satchan. Call her Satchan, please. I was just thinking how unusual it was for you to be staring off into the distance. But you're worrying about that, of all things? Yeah, are you really worried about all that?
何を言うんですか、風見さん。呼び名は日常生活はもちろん作戦行動下においてもそれなりに重要な役割を担っているポイントですよ。
Yeah, I
もし
guess.
風見さんのコードネームがマッドハッターではなくみちる様だったら通信のたびに嘲笑がこぼれ仕事どころではなくなるはずです。
Hold on. I mean, it's not quite Mad Hatter adamant. You know, Michiru would bite your leg if she heard that. But considering the Michiru Summer incident, this does seem to be a fairly important point to Sachi. I guess it actually isn't. All right, if it's that big of a deal to you, I think I'll think it over carefully.
よろしくお願いします。
Okay. That said, the nickname before was a completely spur of the moment thing, and Sachi has always worked pretty well for me. All right, I think I'm going to stick with Sachi after all. It's what I'm used to at this point.
わかりました。それでは逆に私はこれから風見さんのことを何とお呼びしたらいいでしょう。
Yukun. Let's see. The way she is now, Sachi would probably call me Oni-chan or Darling without even batting an eyelid if I asked. Might be something worth taking advantage of since I have the chance. Alright then, from now on, why don't you call me Yukun? Yes! Boom. The way you used to?
これは心がけ2にも関わる質問なのですが、
Oh.
風見さんはそちらの方がお好みということなのでしょうか。
Yeah, I guess. It's kind of nostalgic. And first names feel more natural for a couple, don't you think?
なるほど。ゆうくんには そんな効果があったんですね。
Oh, you wouldn't believe. If you like, I can call you Sachan myself. Yes. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That did it. That did it.
その場合、あまねさんとの被りが懸念されますが、風見さんのご希望ということであれば、私は首を縦に振るだけです。
No, do it. Do it. Alright, understood. As always, she's seriously awkward when it comes to expressing what she really wants.
ギギギギ。私の名前で笑いが巻き起こるだなんて。サチとも一度、私有を決する必要がありそうね。
Oh, don't be like
や
that.
めときなって、みちるが絶対負けるんだから。
Yeah, you would lose.
それより、普通にいい雰囲気だったのは気のせいかしら。
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they're having a normal conversation.
それは確かにね。なんか覗き見るのも悪い気がしてくるくらいだったかも。
They watched us the whole time. Damn.
だから私は最初から言ってるのよさ。お前らは心配しすぎなだけだって。
Why are you the most mature one now, Makino? It's weird.
ちょっとマキナ、あんたユージのことをお兄ちゃんって呼ぶくらい気に入ってるくせに、何一人だけ大人ぶってるのよ。いいチルチル。人は常に成長する生き物なのよ。
Yeah.
成長しないのは歩みを止めた人間とチルチルの胸くらいのものなのよさ。
Oh.
あんたも泣かす。いつか絶対泣かせてやるんだから。やめときなって。逆に泣かされるのが目に見えてるんだから。
Even with Makino.
負けるな私。
Just give up. Just give up, Michiru. Oh, Principal, hello. My master always used to tell me that the success or failure of an operation is 80% decided before you pull the trigger. Point being, preliminary planning and advanced groundwork are crucial, and in general, disorganization and dysfunction in the field is the product of problems with your group's interpersonal dynamics. Smooth communication and functional relationships create the favorable conditions necessary for success. You need to keep the people around you up to date on your situation and ensure that everyone shares a common understanding. In obedience to that theory, I voluntarily submitted myself to an aggravating interrogation from my classmates yesterday. But unfortunately, there's still one more person in the school I need to offer a report to, the headmaster. Well, considering that she possesses the authority to restrict my actions, it might be more accurate to call this one a negotiation rather than a report. When negotiating, it's a serious mistake to admit a position of weakness. Yes, that is a bad thing to do. If the balance of power is overwhelmingly tilted towards your opponent, your goal is to keep them from realizing it. Oh yeah. At times, a little empty bravado is called for. So in summary, Sachi and I are dating as of yesterday. You have a problem with that?
それはおめでとう。
Apparently unfazed by both my arrogant tone and my sizable pair of feet, currently propped up in a nice wooden table, Chizuru offered me a little round of mock applause in place of a scolding. Aren't teachers supposed to object in this sort of thing by default? I don't know. I've never really seen teachers really do that, which now I think about it, is a bit odd. Because normally they usually try and prevent that sort of thing a little bit, just for a person's sake most of the
それは
time.
偏見というものよ。健全なお付き合いは人を成長させるものだし、私としては反対する理由がありません。
Okay, do you know what? That's a fair point. Yeah, I get it. I never had a girlfriend when I was in school anyway, so it's not like I can actually say anything on it now I think about it. You're not considering the possibility I might take advantage of Sachi and then throw her away?
そうすることが小峰さんのためになるとあなたが判断したなら、私は何も言わないわ。
It's a bit irresponsible. Okay. It sounds like something JB would say.
あら、春寺さんに似ていると言ってもらえるのは嬉しいわね。
I don't know about that. What? A modest, useful woman like you who could still pass for a student in a pinch, idolizing some shaggy-headed bimbo who tramps around just like an ever-made stage magician.
違いますそんな言い方は彼女に失礼だし、彼女以上にあなたのことを理解している人間はいないという意味でです。
Just roasted her. God damn. Ah, that's a relief.
それに あなたがそんなことのできない子だってことくらいは知っているつもりよ。
And now she's talking like some kind of educator. Cheeky woman.
じゃあ私の職業は
Oh, you're a principal.
大変よくできました。
Yeah, I know you're a principal. Dudes. The women I know have a habit of coolly declaring that they understand things about me that I'm not aware of myself. To be honest, sometimes when people say that, it does come across as condescending. I'm not going to lie about it, but if they truly do, then that's another thing. But if they say it and they don't know, that is very condescending. From my perspective, it's kind of disconcerting. Maybe I'm just that transparent a human being, but whatever the case. This sort of vague, unconditional trust just makes the pressure and sense of responsibility I burden myself with weigh all the heavier on my shoulders.
というわけで私は学生の自主性を尊重します。
And there's not many of them either. Independence, she says. The sense that I'm acting exactly as Chizuru anticipated is a little galling. But I guess putting up with a bit of smug self-satisfaction on her part is far preferable to fighting against her opposition. True. To be honest though, I'm not confident I can play the boyfriend role particularly well.
あなたが
damn.
弱音を吐くなんて珍しいわね。
Well, he's never had a girlfriend, I'm guessing. Guess so. My master taught me the knowledge and attitude necessary to get by in Ichigaya, and so far I've been able to compensate for my shortcomings in other fields through determined effort. So if I was dealing with someone who wanted a comfortable lifestyle, or a prettier face or something, I'm confident that I'd be able to make it happen given enough time. But I honestly don't know if I'll ever be able to make happiness mean the same thing for Sachi as it does for me. Wow, that was damn impressive line there. I'm well aware that once someone forgets what happiness is, it's not easy to make them remember again. After all, you could say this whole project is an attempt to do for Sachi what my master did for me.
そう。
So she knows the master, I'm
あ
guessing.
なたには悪いけど、今の言葉を聞いて少し安心したわ。
Chizuru relaxes in her chair as she speaks, and her eyes find mine gentle as a new mother's. Why would hearing about my self-doubt inspires? Sorry, I got a weird message. It turns out centigrade is not a very commonly said word, so somebody's very surprised that I said centigrade. And they have no idea what it is. It's a unit of temperature. It's Celsius, but the long word of it. Sorry about that. I just saw it, then I had to just reply to it. My bad. Sorry about that.
それはあなたが仕事を依頼した業者だっていうなら不安にもなるけれど。
You've requested work from me? Hold on a minute. What was the line I had before? Why would hearing about my self-doubt inspire relief exactly? Sorry, I forgot to read that. I'm messing up everything this
今
week.
のあなたは学生で、そもそも人間という生き物自体が未完成なものでしょ。
Well, yeah. He is human.
だから初めてのことには自信がなくて当然だし、人との付き合いを繰り返していくことでその穴を埋めていくものなんじゃないかしら。
Weren't you the one mocking me for being a romantic just the other day? You're laying it on pretty thick yourself all of a sudden.
あのね、私がこんな話をしてるからって茶化しているわけじゃないのよ。
Jagashite. I've never heard that word yet. In Japanese, anyway. Yeah, I'm aware of that.
だったらいいんだけど、あなたが今いる場所は学園だということは覚えておいてほしいわね。
In a place called a school. Well, it's just like a whole reformation program, I'm guessing, because this can't be a normal... we already know it's not a normal school, so what is the main purpose of this school? Other than to bring people back to well-being. It's got to be something else, right? And what's that supposed to mean, apart from the blindingly obvious?
学園という場所には教師である私がいて、クラスメートの女の子たちがいる。だからわからないことや不安なことがあったらどんどん周りに助けを求めればいいじゃない。
I mean, yeah, that's true. Help from the people around me, huh?
あ
Yep,
なたも
the
こ
other
の
girls
学園
can
に
help
来て
as
から
well.
しばらくになるし、 あの子たちが意外に頼りになるってことには気づいているんじゃない？
Yeah, they are, pretty much. At first glance, they're an eccentric bunch, and a number of them have some serious deficiencies. There we go. Why was that so hard to read? As students, but as a group, they've got an unexpectedly observant and responsible side when it comes to helping out their classmates. When Sachi went missing, every one of them cooperated on their own initiative, above and beyond what I asked of them. Can't say Chizuru's wrong about this one.
その顔は覚えありって感じね。
Oh boy, Addy, just as I thought. Yep, suppose so.
それに今は幸い夏休みなんだし、小峰さんとの時間を増やしていく間にあなたなりの答えを見つければいいんじゃないかしら。いくらあなたが仕事を抱えた学生だと言っても、それくらいの時間はあるでしょう。
She's not wrong. Guess you're probably right. My uncertainty about this new relationship is my own problem. The things Sachi needs from me aren't going to change. The soul searching and second guessing can wait until after she's regained something like normality.
未だに学生に間違われる女の話でも少しは役に立った？
Yeah, my apologies. I retract the comment.
そうそう。
Damn.
あなたにはその謙虚さが大切よ。
Alright, yep, everyone's human. You can't help that. But, hold on. As Chizuru stands from her I seriously said chair, I follow her lead and push myself up off the sofa. Well, I'll give it my best shot.
あまり難しく考える必要なんてない。
Okay.
あなたが小峰さんのことを考えて行動しようと思っているなら、それはもう立派な彼氏なんだと思うわよ。
Aw, that's cute. Hope you're right. Dots. Just as I reported to Chizuru, yesterday Sachi and I officially became a couple. Although doing so was a necessary step toward helping Sachi regain herself. I don't want our relationship to be nothing but a means to an end. And while my master taught me a few things about romance, I was more like playing make-believe than anything else. This is the first time I've been in a genuine romantic partnership. I've somehow stumbled into a position of potentially considerable influence over the life of someone I care about. It's a heavy thought. A single drop of sweat runs down my spine, sending a slight unseasonable chill through my body. Yeah, that was the first feeling I had when I when I got my first girlfriend. Jesus. I was like, that seriously just happened, didn't it? Guess it's only natural that I'd be nervous. Yes. She's right there. Lowering my eyes from the ceiling, I discover a shadowy shape protruding slightly from behind a pillar. She was spying on me. Dots. Hello, Sachi. Come out. What's all the white flashes? Judged from the single glint of light that follows as I move, they're probably watching me from a monocular of some sort. Ah, they're using the reflection. A decently made toy of that sort can read fine newsprint from 10 meters. The Pro models are highly useful as inconspicuous portable surveillance devices. Damn. But since this is almost certainly just Machina screwing around with something she ordered out of the back of a comic book, it shouldn't pose a problem to just leave it be. I'm pretty sure that's Sachi. I think, anyway. Dots. She's watching everything I do. But even as I move from place to place, the shadowy form and its glint of light follows persistently. Getting followed around all day would be kind of unpleasant. I think it's time I put an end to this. Come on, get out. Dots. After a moment of quiet concentration, I throw open my eyes and dash fiercely at my hidden observer. Come on, give me your toes. Give me your toes. And making full use of my surprise advantage, I bow straight into my target before they have time to react. Come here, Sachi. Hello. Oh, roly-poly. As my momentum carries us rolling across the ground, I twist my body to protect the stalker from the impact. When we come to rest in the shadows, there's a floral sense tickling my nose and the feeling of something soft in my... My man got himself in the good old protagonist privilege point of view. Yep, that's the sound. This would be a female breast if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Interesting. Uh-oh. A little small for Amane or Yumiko, but not meager enough to be Makino or Michiru. Sachi, that you?
驚きました。ゆうくんは胸の大きさで人物を特定することが可能なんですね。
That is a superpower. I want it. Just immediately get arrested. Well, to be honest, I was also going off your scent and non-reaction to being tackled, among other things. I rose to my feet as I speak, then reach out a hand to Sachi, who's still sprawled out on the ground. She wanted more. Why are you blushing all of a sudden?
いえ、
Oh wow, that look.
彼
Wow.
氏彼女的なことをするのなら雰囲気作りをと思いまして。
Appreciate the thought, but nobody asked for that sort of help.
ではどうして私は押し倒されてしまったのでしょう。
You were stalking me, because you've been stalking me since I left the principal's office.
ということは最初から気づかれていたんですね。
Oh yeah. Of course I was. The way he kept pointing that thing straight at my face, it'd be pretty damn hard to miss the reflection from the lens.
なるほど。以前マキちゃんとスパイごっこをするために購入していた KGB で採用されていると噂のスパイスコープを使ってみたのですが、
The KGB themselves favored it.
反射光のことまでは取扱説明書に書いてありませんでした。
Wow. Well, probably because it was too obvious to mention. Yeah, normally lenses do reflect light. There's a thing called refraction. More importantly, why did you feel the need to conduct a surveillance operation on me this late in the game? Did somebody ask you to investigate my movements? I did.
はい、ゆうくんに頼まれました。
Oh, I did. Wait, I did?
はい、ゆうくんは昨日私に俺のことをよく見ていてくれと言っていましたから。
And that's why you were spying on me from the shadows with a monocular?
はい、裸眼よりも細かな部分の変化を見逃さないよう。レンズ6枚、プリズム2枚構成で抜かりなしです。
That's not what I meant. I want you to be at my side. How reassuring. Naturally, I didn't mean observe carefully in that sense, but Sachi interpreted it this way. I'll have to make a mental note for future reference.
今平気？
Just as I am heaving a small sigh, Michiru's shrill voice approaches.
ちょっと頼みたいことがあるんだけど。って何よ？ユージも一緒？
Oh, is there a problem? Yeah, if that's a problem, I can leave.
別にそういうわけじゃないけど。
What? Well, then what's wrong?
まさか付き合い始めたことをいいことにこんなところでおかしなことをしようとしてたわけじゃないでしょうね。
Have I still got my hand on her breast? Have I still got her hand in my... Have I still got her fun pillow in my hand?
落ち着いてください、みちる様。鼻息の荒さが尋常じゃなくなっています。
そうね。せっかくの淑女が台無しになるところだったわ。
Uh-huh. My finely honed instincts are telling me it's probably best not to ask what dignity at the moment. Yeah, I agree.
それで本題はどのようなお話だったんですか？
ああ、うん。ちょっとサチに部屋の片付けを手伝ってもらいたかったのよ。
In other words, you're incapable of picking up after yourself. Good to know. Oof. Oof.
私はあれよ。とても綺麗好きだけど、部屋を散らかす方がちょっとだけ得意なのよ。
Really? You sure about that, Michiru? Okay. Sounds rough.
でしょー。で、サチは今大丈夫なの？
ゆうくん、みちる様がこう言ってるのですが。
ゆうくん！
Yep, she's surprised by that. I'm pretty sure I already mentioned she used to call me that when we were kids. Is that surprising to hear her using it now?
ああ、そういえば屋上でそんな話になってたわよね。
And you eavesdropped on the roof.
うわー！なんでもないわよ。電波。宇宙からの回電波をたまたまキャッチみたいな。あはは。
Uh-huh. So you are indeed an alien, like we did, like we thought.
サチ、あんたは急に人のツインテールを引っ張ってどうするつもり？
She's angry.
どうやらアンテナの具合が悪かったようでしたので微調整を。
あんたは電波を受信なんて冗談に決まってるでしょ。空飛ぶ魔法の冗談よ。
Never been too serious. Okay.
みちる様のギャグは2月の北海道より寒いですよ
They
ね。
make us stone grown.
それって褒め言葉？それともけなし言葉？
Nobody likes an oyaji dajare. Nobody likes an old man joke. That has to be one of the more inept attempts at dodging a question I've ever seen. Seems safe to conclude our classmates were listening in on our conversation on the rooftop.
でどうなの？サチ借りてっちゃっても平気？
Yeah, don't mind me.
ということらしいです。
じゃあ彼氏の OK も出たしお願いね。
はい。
Don't accept what others ask of you without exception. You can call that the principle that defines Sachi as she is today. So come to think of it, this might present a good opportunity to disrupt the status quo a little. Actually, hold on a second.
どうかした？
Can I help you out with this request as well?
ユージが私の部屋の片付けをってこと？
No, I'm gonna observe. Yeah. Oh wait, I am.
急にどうしてよ。
Cleaning a room involves physical labor. After all, as boyfriend, I think it's only natural that I reduce my girlfriend's burden wherever possible.
ああ、はいはい。ユー乗る気ですか？一人物への見せつけってわけですか？
Oh wait, you had a relationship? You can interpret it however you want. Is it alright if I help? Or do you want Sachi to handle this alone for some reason?
そうね。私としては部屋が片付けば問題ないわね。
Why are you so stroppy about it? Very accommodating of you. Much obliged.
あれ？なんか私感謝されてる？
Half sarcasm, half truth. Yeah, that you did. You're just as understanding as I'd hoped, Michiru. Damn.
ふふよくわからないけど、ユージに褒められるのも悪い気分じゃないわね。
Wait, hold on a minute. That was a bit cute then.
という
What
わ
the
け
hell?
でサチ、今回はユージにも手伝ってもらうことにするから。
Oh yeah, from one thing that I've seen before, like a guide, it was suggesting that the best way to go through the routes is actually starting first with Michiru. I don't know how accurate it is, but most of the ones that I seem to find have all told me the best one to do last is Yumiko's, which I was going to do anyway. I thought that would have been best to do it like that. But, god damn. It's going to be interesting.
はい。依頼主のみちる様がおっしゃるのであれば、私は全然構いません。
Hey! Alright, Sachi, you'll be operating as my support.
了解です。
早速仕切られてるし。
Yeah, we're ahead of you. Come on, give me that star. We could... So this is Michiru's room. It isn't that messy, actually.
片付けの手伝いは了承したけど、あんまりチロチロ見ないでよ。
Well, I need to know where everything goes, right? So where do you keep the toys? Come on, I need to know. Show me where all them plushies are. Not a problem. I've more or less grasped the structure of the room itself.
では、ゆうくん、みちる様の下着がしまわれている場所はどこだかわかりますか？
Probably the top left drawer, right? Same as you, Sachi. In the top drawer of her dresser.
なんでわかるのよ。
Told ya!
もしかしてエスパー？
Actually, that's exactly it. But if the truth gets out, it'll become a huge hassle. Keep it a secret from the others for you.
そう、あんたもいろいろ大変だったのね。
She's gonna think of all the lewd things she's thought about now and thinks now that I could understandable. At times like these, one can't help being grateful for Michiru's easily manipulated nature. Anyway, the room itself doesn't look that messy. What did you want us to clean up specifically?
それはあれよ。
Averting her eyes in shame, Michiru points to a corner of her room where numerous stacks of dusty manga tower halfway to the ceiling. From a glance at the titles, they all seem to be tsundere-centric.
ゆるゆるに縛られたままのビニール紐が自分で片付けようとして挫折したことを物語っていますね。
しょうがないで でしょ。いくらきつく縛ろうとしても最後で緩んじゃうんだから。
Aha. And that's why you came to Sachi?
そうよ。これでやることは分かったんだから、あとは任せてもいいのよね。
Yeah, I already gave you my word I'd help, so you can expect my best efforts.
よろしくお願いします。
Why is Michiru all of a sudden seeming cute? This feels like heresy right here. I don't like heresy. God damn it. Gathering the plastic strings from the floor, I make 3 loops, then begin to slip the magazines inside about 6 at a time. Get a good pile inside, then cross the strings so they intersect on top. Make a few small loops at the corners, and only then pull it out. Damn! Yuji! There, a good tight bundle. Yep, I am a master.
何？ユージはあれ？テレビのゴールデンタイムで裏技の番組とかやってた人？
この番組はグランドスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Nah, not quite. Picked this one up from some book I read ages ago. That's all.
最近だと荷造り用の紐自体にいくつかの結び方が記載してある場合も多いですよ。
Also, you know that word right there, musubi. That can also this is kanji for this is Japanese for the day. Musubi is to tie or to knot something. So you can usually use that, as you just heard a minute ago, with bags. You can also use it with shoelaces, and you can use it with rope. And that word is musubi. There you go, Japanese lesson of the day.
へえ、私紐の結び方なんて蝶々結びくらいしか知らないかも。
I know 2 ways to tie a shoelace. Sachi, how many do we have left?
それが今ゆうくんがまとめているもので最後みたいです。
Ah, my hand's still in motion. I asked for a progress report, only to be informed the job's practically over. By dividing the work efficiently between the 2 of us, we've completed Michiru's request in less than 10 minutes.
そろそろ私がビニール紐で縛られてるわけを説明してちょうだい。
Nah, I'm fine. Huh? When I turn back, Michiru's rolling helplessly around the floor, her entire body... How did you manage this? How did you manage this? Her entire body bound tightly with plastic string in the popular tortoiseshell pattern. Yeah, this is what they meant by Save the Turtles, because they actually didn't want to be associated with Michiru's dumbness. Hey there, Michiru. I understand if you acquired a taste for bondage, but it strikes me as a kind of rude to play with yourself while people are doing your chores for you.
私だって好きで縛られてるわけじゃないわよ。これはあんたの彼女がやったの。
Oh, she knows Shibari very well then. Sachi did?
はい、ゆうくんのおかげで
Oh, don't Google
作
Shibari,
動
by the way,
的に
kids.
余裕がありましたので、この機会に縛り方を体で覚えていただこうと思いまして。
この機会にじゃないわよ。教えるなら普通に教えてよ。っていうか、そもそも縛り方違うし。
Yeah, Shibari.
では次は本を縛るのと同じ方法で。
それはいいからさっさとほどきなさいよ。もう。
Alright, Michiru.
わかりました。
Although I suppose this could be taken as another demonstration of the friendly and trusting relationship these 2 share. The way she meekly allowed Sachi to truss her up like a Christmas ham can only be described as pure Michiru.
でもまあ、私が苦労したのが嘘みたいにすぐ終わっちゃったわね。
Oh, for God's sake. Don't say about trouble, otherwise I'll get them all out again. Oh yeah, the request itself, it wasn't anything particularly tough.
ゆうくん、その発言は私たちの力を借りたみちる様への侮辱になる可能性があります。
私だってやろうと思えばきっと一人でできたわよ。
Then why did you ask for help?
その代わり緩んだ紐が原因でゴミを出す日に階段で漫画をぶちまけぬひーと叫ぶみちる様の姿が見えます。
Yeah.
占うなまあ二人のおかげで助かったのは本当だから一応お礼は言っとくわ。
Yeah, same to you, Michiru. You've been a help.
ありがとうございますみちる様。
なんか手伝いを頼んだ方がお礼を言われるって変な感じね。
Yep, it's conflict. Welcome. No need to think too hard about that one. Incidentally, if you need another favor sometime, you can come straight to me.
そしたら今日みたいにユージが手伝ったりしてくれるの？
Ah, party time. Yeah, as long as I can help, I will. Anything you want, feel free to ask. Hardly as shocking as an offer as all that, is it?
その変なことは言ってないんだけど、なんでもっていうのは本当になんでもなの？
I don't know what else I mean. Same deal as Sachi. Basically, of course, that only goes for the humanly possible.
それでも十分すぎる。
What? Muttering the words more to herself than anyone else, Michiru pumps a fist at her side in an apparent display of enthusiasm. What's with you?
なんでもないわよ。
Aha.
とにかく今日は助かったわ。じゃあそういうことでまたね。
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. After abruptly terminating the conversation, Michiru practically pushes Sachi and me out of her room, then slams the door shut. Don't really understand what that was all about, but it seems like she has something on her mind all of a sudden.
昨今のゲリラ豪雨より到達。それがみちる様ですから。
I mean, that's an interesting comparison, I must say. It seems today I can fully decipher Michiru's modus operandi is still far away.
それと、ゆうくんはこれから何をする予定なのでしょ
Oh,
うか。
we have free time. Not really. Thought I'd just read in my room for a while.
でしたら、私もご一緒させていただいてもよろしいで
Yes.
しょうか。
Yes, come! Yeah, I'm the one who asked you to try and spend time with me after all.
ありがとうございます。
Dots. These actions have meaning. It's for our own good in the long run. But even so, that doesn't change the fact that I'm taking advantage of Sachi's internal rules to manipulate her behavior. But you're doing it for the sake of saving her.
ゆうくん、
Oh, hello? Something wrong?
もしかして私、何か変なことを言ったでしょうか。
I don't think so. No, not really. Why?
それならよかったです。
Apparently relieved by my response, Sachi smiles broadly. Yeah, I noticed this earlier as well, but apparently the girl's pretty astute at picking up on small changes in my expression. Okay, back to the topic at hand. Go grab a few books from your room and bring them over, alright? The genre doesn't matter.
わかりました。では、10分後くらいにお邪魔させていただきますね。
Yeah. Jots. When she asked that question, those clear and steady eyes seemed to be staring right through my skull to the guilty feelings rolling around inside my mind. Gave me a bit of a startle. Yeah, I mean, of course you would be nervous about it, Yuji. Oh.
よし。二人とももう行ったみたいね。
What are you doing, Michiru?
ユージが何でも言うことを聞くなんて大情報。すぐに当局へ報告しないと。
What are you doing?
何？
No! No! Don't! Oh no. Oh no. What is she trying to do? Dots. Oh. Inside my practically undecorated room, silent except for the sound of the air conditioning I turned on for Sachi's benefit, I turned the pages of my book without offering any real conversation. Excuse me. Sachi doesn't offer a word of complaint at any of this. When I glance over, she's sitting passively, exactly where she was an hour ago, as contented a smile on her face. Look, Sachi, you plan to read at some point or what?
こうしてゆうくんを見ているだけでも楽しいのですが、やはり私も本を読んだ方がいいでしょうか。
Well, I'm not trying to force you or anything, but is watching someone who's sitting around reading a book really any fun?
そうですね。読んでいる内容や部分によって表情に微妙な変化がありますし、もう
Oh,
2時間くらいはずっと同じ姿勢で本を読み続けているのはすごい集中力です。
you've been watching me
こ
so
れがマキちゃ
long
んな
like
ら
that?
早々に飽きを示して今頃一人インゴしりとりを始めていると思います。
Oh, well, 20 questions. Oh god, I haven't played that in ages. That's so.
はい。
Although I can't say I enjoy being compared to Makina. I guess it's safe to interpret that as an attempt at a compliment. I think I've told you this a few times by now, but you're definitely a unique one, Sachi.
ありがとうございます。
I don't think that was a compliment, but okay. For example, I don't think you'll find many people who'll smile happily after essentially being called bizarre to their face. Yeah, Japanese people don't like the word unique. I found out from my Japanese teacher that it's usually quite rude, because people want to be addressed as like a normal person, otherwise it will mean that they're out of the ordinary or they don't fit in. It was bizarre to actually learn about that, if I'm honest. But said, spending this quiet time alone together isn't so bad on my end either. In fact, it brings back some faint memories of the old days. We used to watch each other like this a lot in the park. I'd look up at Sachi as she soared into the sky on a swing, and she'd look over the bench at me as I started my homework. At this stage of my life, that constant presence at my side doesn't feel as natural as it did back then. Aww. That gaze makes it a little harder to relax even. But ask me if I find it unpleasant. And my answer would be a definite no. Oh, uh-oh. Just as I'm reaching the end of my book, my attention is caught by the sound of someone rushing noisily down the stairs.
ねえユージ、今日から私たちの奴隷になったって。
Immature. Dots. A sudden visitor and bizarre question are too much to process on the fly. Sachi and I quizzically looked into each other's faces. Look, woman, you burst into my room fine, but do me a favour and keep your twisted delusions to yourself. I pushed myself up on the bed with a few cold words, then deliver a light poke directly to Amane's forehead.
だって気になる男の子が奴隷になったなんて話を聞いたらいても立ってもいられないでしょ普通。
Whoa, hold on. Public domain. Wait. So that's what's going on. Jesus. Any red-blooded woman would get worked up in a bit of, especially if they all like him. Hold on, Amne. I roughly understand what happened here, but where exactly did you pick up on this criminally fraudulent misinformation? Oh, of course, Makina. Another popped out of nowhere.
今の話をあんまねにしたら盛りのついた犬みたいに突然走り出したから痛くなる横っ腹を押さえながら頑張ってついてきたのよ。
So now you're all running to me.
盛りのついた犬ってね。
Yep, she's gonna get punished later. Right. And where did you hear that story from, Makina? Yumiko.
それはもちろんため息の似合う黒女のユミちゃんからなのよさ。
And she's here now, isn't she? To conjecture from what I've heard so far, it seems the offer I communicated to Michiru was badly distorted in its own way to Amane in the classic telephone game style. But it'd be a pain in the ass to try and correct all their misunderstandings one by one, so I guess I'll gather the whole lot of them and explain. Before the story gets even more muddled, let's discuss this as a group. Come on.
私はミチル様と榊さんにお声をかけてきますね。
What type of Chinese whispers did you do? Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna lay the smack down on them. As it turned out that Sakaki had left the dorm for a while, we ended up waiting for the slightly cooler evening before gathering in the lobby for our little chat. Now that I've got you all together, I've got a few preliminary questions for clarity's sake. Sakaki, what did you tell Makina this afternoon?
私は松島さんから聞いた話をそのままイリスさんに伝えただけよ。
Uh-oh. Alright then, Michiru, what did you tell Sakaki?
私はユージが何でも人の頼みを聞くって伝えたはずだけど。
I see, so that's how it is.
なんで私が叩かれてるのよ。
Because from the sound of things, you're pretty obviously the sole criminal here.
だって何でも言うこと聞くって言ったらエロいこと OK って考えるのが当然じゃね。
If you have a creative imagination, or a limited one, yes. But no, not all the
だ
time.
からって奴隷はないでしょう。奴隷は。
Oh, damn it. Sorry, my bad.
その考えは甘いのよ。今の若者に必要なのは発想力。 常に他人の一歩先を行くことが重要なのよさ。
No.
それとこれとは完全に別問題だと思うけど。
Yeah, it has nothing to do with it.
まあ、うすうすそんな気はしてたんだけどね。
Yeah, and as you're saying, yeah, I'm just touring myself out. Thank you for that. Not saying that men don't do that, but at the same time, why? Smiling wryly, Amity rubs the back of her head in an uncharacteristic gesture of mild embarrassment.
でもユージが私たちの頼みを聞くって言ったのは本当の話よね。
Yeah, I did indeed say that.
だから私がユミコに伝えたことは間違いじゃないわけよ。うん。
それは分かったけれど、
Hmm.
本当に何でもなの？
Yeah, if we say here as a yes, that's game over. Well, it has to be something I'm capable of doing, but more or less.
それは当然としても。
どうして突然そんなことになったわけ？
It's a little complicated. But to put it simply, I'm doing this for Sachi's sake.
ああ、そういえばさっきもサチの負担を減らしたいとか言ってたもんね。
Yeah, I did. Mitsuru shrugs her shoulders, a mildly exasperated expression on her face.
つまりさっちゃんの彼氏になったからにはユージもメイドさんになると？
No, I'm not becoming a maid. But, yeah, I guess you could put it that way. Yeah, I'm not being a maid though, not becoming one. Although I could quibble about the phrasing, she's got the crucial point down. I'm assuming the role normally reserved for Sachi in this storm. Yeah.
よくわからないんだけど、これはそういう話なの？
It's not technically wrong or correct.
本人がそうだって言ってるんだからそうなんじゃない？ だとしたらこれは面白いことになったね。
Oh no. Help, 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 help.
お兄ちゃんがメイドになるってそんなに面白いことなのよ。
Somebody's gonna make clothes.
さすがにトレードまではいかないまでも、
I'm gonna
ユ
become
ー
a
ジに無
slave.
茶が言えるってことなんだしね。
Oh no.
一応言っとくけどお兄ちゃんはもうサッチのもんだからな。大丈夫大丈夫。
She blushing.
浮気にならないやり方なんていくらでもあるんだから。
Oh my god. Oh no. I'm about to be taken advantage of by first ladies. Help me. Help me.
怖え、ビッチの本気怖え。
Even Yumiko.
ねえユミコ、もしかしてあんたも何か頼むつもりなの？
Guys, help. Help.
もちろん操作みたいなことは考えてないけれど、普通の用事は頼むかもしれないわね。
True Sundari gets a bell. Nice.
普通ってどんな？
There we go. I was thinking somebody's gonna ask for a massage.
あんたもやる気満々じゃないのよ。
She went all in. And Amane, the thirsty girl, is
マネ
after
なん
me
て
too.
完全に中年親父になってるし。
Yes, she has.
いろんな意味で不安だわ。
And you didn't help either.
なぜだか皆さんとても楽しそうですね。
I don't know whether you're innocent or you're eternally screaming. Even as the atmosphere of our little meeting takes a rapid turn for the dubious, Sachi maintains her utterly unperturbed smile. So anyway, ultimately speaking, I might be taking some of your work from you, Sachi. Is that alright with you?
はい、ゆうくんが決めたことなら私には反対する理由がありません。
I see.
でもサチ、お兄ちゃんを信用するのはいいのだけど、今回ばかりは反対しておいた方がいいと思うのよ。
Maka just trying to protect her.
反対ってどうして？
油切った中小企業の課長みたいになってるアマネーの顔を見る限り、お兄ちゃんはきっと明日からパンツが乾く暇もなくなると思うのよさ。
She might be right.
なったらお兄ちゃんの彼女になったサッチンとしては面白くねえよな。
よくわからないけど、パンツが乾かないなら乾燥機に入れればいいんじゃない？
Oh, Sachi, you're innocent.
そっか。サッチンはきっと旦那が浮気しても笑顔で許せる物分かりのいい奥さんになんな。
The hitosuma. Hitosuma no 状況. the man's wife just watching on. Jods. I hadn't anticipated this wild burst of excitement from Amine and Co. But at present, Sachi doesn't seem to be harbouring any doubts about my behaviour, or any curiosity whatsoever really. But that's alright for now. What really matters is what lies ahead, how Sachi's static patterns of thought will evolve through observing my example. And we gon' die. Let's see how bad this goes, shall we guys? Come on, bring it on! I'm gonna go on for maybe another 10 minutes on this part. My previous school, when compared to your more conventional learning institutions, operated on a decidedly extreme educational philosophy. As a representative example, an instructor once showed us a plain white cup, loudly insisted it was even greener than you fresh-faced little shits. Damn. He even spent the entire lesson ensuring none of us dared even think otherwise. Those relatively new to the place tended to spend a good deal of time grumbling about how insane all this was. But when the time came and we were dumped out into the field, those who survived eventually came to understand that these hazing sessions were in fact surprisingly meaningful. Point being, when you need to produce results that can't be achieved using ordinary methods, sometimes it's necessary to satisfy unfair demands. Take advantage of what you have. And through my steadfast dedication to this principle, I currently find myself playing a role of a devoted maid serving a capricious master.
Yuuji! 冷たい飲み物はまだ?
Coming. As Amine reclines indolently on the sofa, I carefully bring over a freshly brewed cup of tea. Since you didn't specify anything in particular, I brought milk tea. Is that acceptable?
あれ? ユージが紅茶ってちょっと意外かも.
Oh, that's right. What, you got a problem with milk tea? Well, unlike Sachi, I don't have a fully stocked supply locker. I ran over and borrowed this from Chizuru's room.
それ絶対許可取ってないわよね。
許可取ってないよ. No, that's the price you had to pay for these high-quality Assam leaves. Not easy to get your hands on them lately.
私、アッサムってあまり詳しくないんだけど、飲み方はミルクティーがおすすめなの?
Yeah, compared to something like Darjeeling, Assam is pretty strong, both in colour and taste. To mellow that out a little, people usually dilute it with milk before drinking. It complements the flavour nicely. It's the same with how milk complements a good old English breakfast tea.
へえ、ユージって紅茶も詳しいんだね。イメージ的にはコーヒー、ブラックでって感じなのに。
Coffee, black. Nah, I don't drink coffee myself. I do drink coffee more often, yeah. But black tends to upset your stomach. And if I'm drinking something other than water, I usually try and get some sugar intake while I'm at it. And also, tea has more caffeine than coffee. Fight me. As a general rule, I tend to drink my coffee heavily sweetened. Yes, that's the only way I can stomach it.
実はユージもいろいろと考えてるんだね。
Compared to the fine calorie counting you're always doing, it's hardly anything worth mentioning.
でも、食事はあれだけ質素なんだから不思議よね。
Well, yeah. Having declared my willingness to serve in Sachi's place, I've ended up waiting on Amine hand and foot all morning like some kind of personal servant. But after the way that conversation went yesterday, I guess I should be grateful she hasn't tried any seriously shady orders. Yes! Being grateful on that front. Alright, Amine, if you got any other requests, go ahead and tell me now.
本当に言っちゃっていいの?
If you're going to ask me at some point, might as well get it out of the way now instead of later.
そっかそっか。じゃあお言葉に甘えて、ユージもさっちゃんみたいにメイド服を。
There we go. Goodness, Miss Amine, you seem rather fatigued. Do allow me to give you a shoulder rub? Yep, I'm trying to buy a bro of a shoulder rub, not wearing a maid uniform. Firmly seizing Amine's shoulders, as I cut off her sentence, I dig my thumb sharply into the muscles around her neck.
やっぱり嫌がった。
Whatever you say, mistress. This is nothing but an earnest expression of concern on my part.
まあ、羊っぽいユージの対応が見れたことだし、今回はそういうことにしておいてあげよう。
Thank you very much.
それにしても、
Oh, wow.
ユージ、マッサージも上手。
Oh, what up? Amine smirks in evident satisfaction at my submissive words. But soon enough, she's squirming underneath my vigorous shoulder rub. Speculating from what I've seen of Sachi's behaviour, there seem to be two methods of coping with problematic requests like this one. Oh yes, either attempt to interject before the words are fully out of their mouth or deliberately fail to hear them. Yep, and you interjected before she could finish them. Of course, I don't think Sachi's consciously trying to be dishonest, but it's a fact that she's managed to slip past some difficult request using this sort of plausible deniability technique. But given the absolute nature of the laws Sachi's imposed on herself, careless words or had any real malice behind them could easily lead to disaster. To live a halfway decent life under such restraints, utilising these kinds of grey areas is probably an absolute necessity.
なあ、サッチ。お兄ちゃんが何でも言うことを聞くって言ったのをいいことに、暴食美人の限りを尽くすあの年上、どう思うよ。
それを言うなら傍若無人だと思うけど、ゆうくんもあまねさんも楽しそうだからいいんじゃないかな。
その目、ちゃんと見えてるか？
Is Sachi a cuck? Probably. Oh no.
視力は両目とも 1.5 だよ。
Oh.
最近の発言を聞いてると、だんだんサッチンのことが心配になってくるのよさ。
それよりマキちゃんはゆうくんに何かをお願いしたりはしないの？
Oh.
そっか。何もお兄ちゃんは
Yeah.
あまねえだけのものじゃなかったのよさ。
But what are you gonna do? That's the bit
ゆ
that's
うく
scaring
ん
me
は
right
あ
now.
まねさんだけに言ってたわけじゃないと思うし。
Oh, obviously not now. There's also
よ
others.
し、そうと決まったら早速お兄ちゃん奪還作戦を実行するのよさ。
Alright, there we go.
アイマン。
I'm mum. Damn.
おうおう、あま兄さんよ。若いツバメを囲うで楽しむんもその辺にしときんさいや。
You sound like an old lady.
そうね。あんまり独り占めしてミチルに呪いの藁人形とか作られても困るし。
Just gets like a little voodoo doll. Yeah.
そんなの作らないし。
Oh, she heard that. She was spying the whole time. For now in particular, there's an outraged burst of protest, followed immediately by the sound of someone scampering up the stairs. Probably safe to assume a certain noisy airhead was observing our little role-playing session from a fixed point in the shadows.
じゃあ前菜の了解も取ったことだし、次は私たちもお兄ちゃんタイムをエンジョイするのよさ。
でもマキちゃん、ゆうくんと一緒に何をするつもりなの？
It's probably to play.
はい、サッチも一緒なら今日は勉強でもすっか。
A study session?
チルチルがテストで100点取った時みたいな顔されると、いくらハートの強さが売りの私でも傷つくぞ。
Oh wow.
だって普段あんだけ勉強嫌いって言ってる子がいきなりだもん。そりゃ驚くって。
Actually, why didn't I catch on to that? She wants to study? The one who always plays outside? The one who always tries to skip out and
あ
doing it?
まねえ、私はやっと気づいたのよさ。
Probably because Sachi's not doing it anymore, right?
気づいた？
そう、つまらないことにいつまでもこだわっていると、どこかの誰かさんみたいに生き遅れになってしまうって。くしゅっ。
Oh, the principal.
てめえのことで私の噂をしてるのは。
Very perceptive. Very perceptive.
誰のことを言ってるのかは分かったけど、どうにもうさんくさい気がするのは私だけ？
No, it's not just me. But I think it's with the realization that Sachi's not going to be able to do as much as she used to. Kind of like when in Amane's route, Makina had to grow up as well. Well, whatever the reason may be, trying to improve your weakness is an admirable thing. I'll gladly help out.
よし、お兄ちゃんゲットなのよさ。
手に入れた。
で、本当に勉強するとしてどこでやるの？私の部屋？
もちろん学校の教室でやるのよ。
But why?
どうして教室？
浜根の部屋だとすぐに副交感神経が刺激されて眠くなっちゃうからな。
Okay.
すごい、なんか本当にやる気だ。
She's thought this out in advance very
マ
well.
キちゃん自身が言い出したことですし、ここは本人の気が変わらないうち
Yeah,
に
before she
実
changes
行してしまうのが得策かもしれません。
Yeah, I agree. Sounds about right. Although our study session began with this relatively auspicious show of determination, it was less than an hour before the group's attention began to wander. In the end, I was forced to enjoy an hour-long session of Strip Old Maid on a whim of Machinas. Oh, okay, never mind.
ああ、結局ユージは一回も負けなかったわね。
Hey, listen, I have a poker face. As we make our way back to the dorm, Amane grumbles a few resentful words, arms folded behind her head. Any card game comes down to how well you can read your opponents. When you got the hang of that, the odds of finishing at the very bottom get pretty low.
でもあれだけバカ勝ちされるとイカサマしてると思われても仕方がないのよ。
Incidentally, Amane, you tend to leave the cards you want to get rid of right in the middle of your hand, and Machina, your expression always makes it crystal clear when you get the old maid.
あっちゃ、私ってばそんなことになってたんだ。
At my old school, cards were the most convenient form of entertainment by far. Couldn't help but pick up an eye for tails. Even after I started at Ichigaya, many of the regular employees I worked with on the job were major poker lovers. Oh damn. How old are you playing poker? Including a few who had thrown their car keys into the pot with perfectly composed faces. Oh wow.
おかげで私はたくさん脱がされてしまいました。
Strip. Hey, did we do strip old maid?
お兄ちゃんは今自分の彼女を脱がせまくった罪悪感に打ちひしがれているはずなのよ。
Was that actually what happened there? Personally, I think Sachi's losing streak had more to do with the way you people kept asking her which one's the old maid at the end of the round. Ah. Of course, Sachi would answer with perfect honesty every time. So she invariably ended stuck with the Joker in the... Oh, for God's sake, move! There we go, in the end, there we go.
だってユージの前で脱ぎたくなかったんだもん。
Hey, listen, when there's pride on the line, you don't want to strip. And that's why I kept winning. She prances around completely naked and shoves her breasts against me at every opportunity, but she's self-conscious about this. Sometimes women are just incomprehensible. True.
何にせよお見苦しいものをお見せしてしまってすみませんでした。
It's fine, it's fine. No problems on that count. Might have mentioned this before, but my principle is not to refuse what's offered to me.
そういう割には私に冷たいんだよね。
Uh-huh. I think it's only natural to get suspicious over that kind of gratuitous service. But as a general rule, men tend to enjoy watching their girlfriend strip down onto her underwear, and I'm no exception.
あり
Ooh.
がとうございます。
Oh, way to slide that in there. Damn.
そういうことならユージの彼女じゃない私とマキナはここらでおいとまさせてもらいましょうか。
Before anyone can respond to Amane's sudden declaration, she grabs Makina's hand and pulls a step ahead of us.
なんか用事か？
用事ってわけじゃないんだけど、あんたに新しく覚えたおやつでも作ってあげようと思ってさ。
She wants us to actually have a moment. Cute.
なんか知んねえけどアマネーが優しい。さては給料日だな。
給料費。
いや、学生は給料とかもらわないから。
No, they don't. I know. I'm here. I'm aware.
お兄ちゃんみたいにバイトしてるわけじゃねえしな。
Oh.
分かってるならなんで聞いた？
勢い. Ah, fair enough.
そういうわけだから、いろいろわがままに付き合ってくれてありがとう、ユージ。
That's alright. Fine with me. I was sort of expecting you to drag me around all day, to be honest.
予定が空いたなら、さっちゃんとデートしてくればいいじゃない。
That's what you're doing. A date?
そう、せっかく恋人同士になったんだから、
Ooh.
デートくらいして当然でしょ。
Ooh, I see. Amane seems well versed in romantic maneuvering, so she says so. Maybe this is the right timing. Alright, Sachi, how about we go on a date?
はい、わかりました。
She sounded happy
相
then.
変わらず即答だな。
さっちゃんだって女の子だもん。
Yeah.
好きな人とデートできて嬉しくないはずがないわよね。
私はただゆうくんがしたいと言ったことにう
No.
なずくだけ
That's
でした。
cute. That's cute.
ふーん、
Ooh.
なるほどね。
Look, Amane's got the smug going and everything. Watching Sachi squirm, Amane smirks suggestively to no one in particular. From that expression, I'm willing to bet she's plotting something better. Something. Better keep a careful eye on that one.
じゃあユージ、
Careful.
後のことは任せたからね。
Right.
サッチンもガツンと決めてくるのよ。
よくわからないけど
Yeah,
あ
this is
り
gonna be
がとう
wholesome.
マキちゃん。
Yay.
それじゃあ帰ってきたらいろいろ聞かせてよね。
Yay. And with those words, Amine hurries off with Machina in tow. And there they go.
行ってしまいましたね。
Alright, so here's the thing that I'm gonna predict that happens. Michiru's gonna come out right now. And then it's gonna go on to the next bit. When it goes to that next bit, I'm ending the video. I know I said that earlier, but I've just been enjoying this too much. Well, guess we may as well go into state then.
はい、よろしくお願いします。
Sachi nods obediently, a bright smile on her face. All perfectly typical Sachi, but today that very normality troubles me slightly. It makes me wonder if there's really any feeling behind the pleased tone of her voice. If that smile's completely hollow. For the time being, let's change out of our uniforms and meet up in the dorm lobby.
わかりました。
Yeah. Dots. That's not true. I watched Sachi make her way back to the dorm, trying my best to reassure myself. Oh wow, so Ryuji is
すみ
very
ません。
worried.
少し遅くなってしまいました。
That's alright. I'm
Save the
ending this here. Oh, the wholesome relationship's kicking in, and I'm loving it. Oh, well. Yeah, my back got a bit stiff then. Oh, sorry about that. But damn, I'm liking the flow that this is going at right now, and the angle that Yuji's trying to take as well to try and break Sachi's habit is kind of amazing, actually. Like, I am hoping, and I mean this right now, I am really hoping that this date goes well. But that's for the next video, guys. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you want any more from me, and I shall see you in the next video. So, guys, I will most certainly see you next time. Well then, this is getting fun.